So please tell us more about AI in the aspect of melacha.
Okay, thanks very much. You beat me to it. I wanted to describe what malacha is and what these works are. And that's why I actually brought a favorite etching of mine. I'd say it's a copper lithograph. It's an original from circa 1750 Dutch. So it describes the Tabernacle and the Diadem de Levitium and the religion of the Levites. And that's from Exodus 40. So this is a very Protestant ethic depiction of what work was, because this argument about what work was has gone through many different interpretations over thousands of years, both in the Jewish religion and also in Catholicism and Protestantism. And the idea of the tabernacle really depicts which is at the core of what the engine of humanity, which ended up being industriousness. And here, our backdrop is an incredible picture where you've got the biblical architect, which is Moses, is sitting here. And, the social architect. And then he hires Bezalel, which is actually your good name. And they draw up a plan, a utopia almost. This is the Hebraic utopia. It's like the Plato's Republic. It's the attempt to envisage this wonderful time where instruments are being built. It's really an image of instrumentation. And that's why I like it so much. And in the picture, it describes, I think you see there are 39. In the Bible, there's this idea that there are 39 different major works, major creative labors and technical labors, which represent the cutting edge of the period's abilities. So, whilst there is debate whether what are these 39, they're pretty well known, a lot of them, and the Bible mentions some of them, and then the Talmud comes and discusses them. But like ploughing and reaping and gathering and threshing and winnowing and sorting and purification and all the different requirements for making medications and their purifications and condensations and disinfectants and all these types of things necessary for medication, and then food sorting and kneading and cooking and baking, and then dealing with animals like shearing and combing and dyeing and spinning and warping and weaving and tying and untying and sewing and tearing and trapping and all of these different types of works, and killing and skinning and preservation and smoothing and scoring and cutting and writing and erasing and construction and demolition and extinguishing a fire and ignition of a fire and fine-tuning and transferring between domains. So these are all depicted here, and you see the 12 tribes of Israel, and you see the pillar of fire, and I think this is actually a Protestant depiction, but it's a very well representative of the Old Testament and the Hebraic idea. So, what what I was thinking is that when one thinks about the 21st century and how to go on, one first of all works with one's resources. And one's resources is knowledge and one's influences and one's attributes, and certainly also one's instruments. So when you look at instruments, you look at what are the new modern instruments. Well, what are the instruments that we use today? What we use today. So I was thinking, first of all, instruments like communication. What an instrument it is to communicate, to be able to have a relationship. Many different types of relationships. There's a relationship of 2 and 3 and 4 and 10. 10 is a relationship. It's hard to have a relationship with 10 people. But then there's language. Incredible instruments that they've developed. Instrument of instrumentations. And then in that language there's grammar and there's punctuation, there's words, and then there's structure. Structure of words. There's so much instrumentation going on that I thought that this would be an image like none other to put as a backdrop for this discussion.